So I have a legitimate question. How many times can someone commit suicide? And this is all in relation to Colonel Michael Aquino. Because Aquino was supposed to have died by suicide in 2020. 2020. Years ago. When this happened, I got inundated with people from Temple of Set telling me that I needed to apologize to Lilith. Of course, I told him to go fuck off. But 2020. But this morning, I woke up to this. And funny enough, December 16th, 2023, 3 years later, Michael Aquino has magically committed suicide again. Again. How does someone commit suicide and then 3 years later commit suicide again? How does that even make sense? And you can do a Google page and see what I'm talking about. 2023, 2020, down below. Which one was it? And you might be asking yourself, why now? Why is this happening now? My suggestion is, Michael Aquino was my handler as a child. He was a very young man. He was being trained by others. And I was his prodigy. And I've started talking about Michael Aquino in regards to Thomas Shoemaker, or whatever the fuck his name is. I just know he goes by Thomas. Thomas told me that he did his last interview with Aquino. There's a lot of, Aquino committed suicide, he was stabbed to death in Colombia, but never have I heard that he died 3 years ago and then he just committed suicide again yesterday. It makes me think that Aquino is playing the same game that my stepmother plays. Because my living sister is the one who convinced me that our stepmother was dead. But she's not dead. I ran into her in the farmhouse cafe a couple months ago. She saw me, I saw her, she knew who I was, I definitely knew who she was, but she was supposedly supposed to have been dead for years, and I never looked into it, but she's obviously not dead. So, with that said, I don't think Michael Aquino is dead either. I haven't thought he was dead. I've molded around and heard all kinds of stuff. So, if he just committed suicide yesterday, that means that chances are Lucien Greaves, founder of the Satanic Temple, was getting help with this satanic Nazi pedo ring. Because Aquino was definitely, if Aquino was alive, he was definitely involved with that. And so now, this is all one big game. And again, now Aquino is dead. But I just started talking about him in the last few days in relation to Thomas. That's how up my ass this group is. They watch everything I do. And you gotta ask yourself, why? And then you gotta ask yourself, how many times can a man commit suicide? Is he Jesus Christ? Did he kill himself in 2020, and then he was reborn, and then he found life so miserable that 3 years later he committed suicide? Or is it all bullshit? Because that would be my contention. So, inquiring minds want to know, how many times is Michael Aquino gonna commit suicide? It flies beyond the face of reality. It's just fucking bizarre.